Congrats.
Thank you.
Can you kind of walk us through how you got to this point? Like, did they approach you a while back, or how did it all go down?
Yeah, at some point last week, Poles brought me into his office and just been talking about it ever since then, going back and forth.
Significance to you of the extension, both in relation to where your journey started and where you
I mean, yeah, I think it's huge. I'm very happy. I think all parties are very happy. I think this extension with this staff and these offensive minds, I think for the longevity of my career and wherever I end up, in the years to come, will serve me well down the line. So, and as far as where I came from, I mean, I really can't even get too much into it without crying or whatever. But it means a lot.
Your family, you've talked about.
You prepare, and I know you believe that you are a starter in this league. Is there ever any thought for you to say, I'll let this thing ride out and then go get an opportunity where there isn't a young entrenched starter on the roster?
Of course, I think that's pretty much the only reason why I didn't just sign right then and there, a week or so ago. That definitely went into it. But kind of like I said, being around this staff and this offense, especially the offensive staff, I think that has just been the biggest part in the decision. Besides just how much I love the city of Chicago, how comfortable I am here with everybody, but yeah, that was certainly played a role into it.
You've talked about your family being so important to you. What does this money for people beyond you in your household?
Yeah, I think that a lot of people don't know this, but my dad is he's my right hand man, and he didn't even have running water until he was in high school. So there's definitely a lot of things and people that I think I could certainly help with this gift I've been blessed with. But yeah, just little things like that. Like, I don't really know anybody back at home with any money, so yeah, it feels good. I mean, it's certainly a weight off my shoulders and my family's shoulders, and yeah, it definitely means a lot.
So why do you think it's clicked with you and Ben the way it has?
I think he loves what he does, and he's crazy about it, and I love what I do, and I'm crazy about it too. So I feel like it's just been like that from the start.
He said you two have similar mindsets. Like, he sees himself in you. Do you see that in reverse?
Yeah, I think I said this in some interview I was in, but this, if I ever saw myself coaching, I see it going how this staff handles things. Very upfront, not afraid to coach hard, and not afraid of somebody's status or anything like that. Really just holding people accountable, telling the truth all the time, and expecting a high level of play from everybody because we are in the NFL. So. If that answers your question.
What was it like to get the call today to know that this was executed and was done?
Yeah, kind of connected all the dots last night before I went to sleep. And yeah, it was probably it was just a lot of this. Me calling people, crying like a baby and that kind of stuff.
What was the reaction of your family, your dad?
Yeah, everybody was besides themselves. Yeah, everybody. I mean, my mom's the only one that let me see her cry, but other than that, everybody's just very excited and supportive of me and happy for me.
Do you feel like remaining in this coaching staff is going to help you grow as a quarterback more than it would trying to go out and be a starter somewhere else?
I will never know the answer to that question, but from my standpoint, like I said, part of the reason why I decided to stay is because of how good of a job I believe this offensive staff does and the standard that they hold everybody to.
We've talked
how much they believe in you.
It means everything. It means we're a lot of high level people in and around this building. So for them to think the same of me, it means a lot, and it feels good just because it's been so much work going into it. So that makes it just that much sweeter.
We've talked a lot about Caleb going under center after playing in a shotgun most of his life. What's that been like for you? And Ben was saying earlier today, Caleb had a 7-step drop from under center, like nobody really does that anymore. How have you found this offense to be not only doing what you guys are comfortable with, but maybe what Ben is comfortable with?
Yeah, I think that there's been a lot of conversations touch on this, but the whole point of camp, the spring and camp, is to figure out what we do good and what we do not do good. So I think right now you're seeing a plethora of things being done, and then I think when the season comes along, we'll kind of hone into what we're really good at. So I'm sure you've probably seen every single kind of drop under center in the gun. We're doing a good job right now of mixing everything up and seeing, like I said, seeing what we're good at and what we're not so good at.
Tyson, you came here as an undrafted free agent out of a Division II school. What has allowed you to have the confidence, pretty much from day one, to feel like you belonged here?
I mean, I do like to think that I've been confident the whole time, but a lot of it has just been, just trying to, stay as ready as I can and really just fake it until I make it. Has been the whole thing with me. Just not leaving my hotel room until I'm comfortable with all the information that we're going to go through on that given day. And I think just that alone allows you to play a little more free than if you're kind of out there unsure of what to do.
Hey, so when you first got here, I think you were the number 4 when you came in the building. How often do you think? I'm sure this week you've been thinking about. How often do you think about just that first year, summer you were here, and kind of where you're at now? I mean, a lot of people didn't even know really in Chicago, didn't really know who you were when you got here.
Yeah, I mean, that's just all part of just the process that's taken place since I got here a couple years ago. And I think, to think about that point until now, it's really too much to think about. So it's really just been, each day at a time, trying to be the best that I can be on each given day, and just hoping that, as long as I do that, I'll have no regrets. And, it's served me well so far.
Tyson, I know it just kind of seems like how you are, how you're going to grind and work every day, but do you think back on how, to Kevin's point, how you had to grind? Like when you got here, they had gave PJ Walker like Tyson Bagent type money, and you took all of that. You know what I mean? Like, do you think back on how and let that motivate you to keep grinding, even though now you've gotten to this point?
Nah, I mean, it's all just, once again, it's all too much to even think about. I wasn't concerned with anybody's contract. I wasn't concerned with my place on the roster. I was just trying to keep it as simple as possible, with just being so concerned on, what the hell is Getsy calling? How can I be the best on this play? Just really, how can I be my best day in and day out? But my motivation comes from, like I stated before, my family, where we come from, it definitely hasn't been the most difficult ever, but, there's been some tough times. So I think that is where my motivation comes from. And, I'll just continue to let that serve me through the rest of my career.
Was that big cheer at the end of practice from your teammates, was that for you?
Say it again.
Was that big cheer at the end of practice and you guys were all huddled up, was that for you?
Yeah, Ben finally let me break it down at the end of the practice, so they were all loving me up. So, those are my guys. I think we got a good team, a lot of camaraderie going on in that locker room right now. So everybody's been great.
That reaction for you specifically, for that support from your teammates, what does that mean?
It means the world. I mean, it's good to know that the people up top got my back, but I mean, it's even better to know that the dudes that we're out there fighting with, that the love is there with them too. So it means the world.
Do you have a luxury purchase? Anything that you want to take care of?
Well, I mean, I got a little baby girl on the way, so I'm not really trying to buy nothing too crazy right now. I'm just trying to, get ready for that. And with this whole deal getting done, I mean, it's just right on time. So, but no, nothing specifically luxury in mind.
On a day like this, do you think about like how your cult heroes and a lot of Bears fans, the agency and all that stuff, does that play into your mind, the support that you've seen in the city?
I mean, it doesn't play a huge role in my mind, but I am extremely grateful for how the city's taken me in. And it's the same way the other way around. I've definitely grown accustomed to the city of Chicago. It is my second home at this point. I am very comfortable when I walk around anywhere that I go. But yeah, just like any support, it's greatly appreciated, and it doesn't go unnoticed.
Did you ever get your refund from the water park?
Yeah, I did.
The emotion that you have, when you were younger, whatever hardships you were going through, the memories, could you foresee a day like this, a day like today?
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily like this. I never thought I would make this much money, but I think the real epiphany I had, kind of growing up was that I was like 10 years old, and I was walking around my grandma's house, and I was like, oh man, I might not go to the NFL. It's actually harder than I think. So I think that was an epiphany I had, and now to go from that to just put my head down and work, and to get where I am now. I mean, it's you know too much to put into words.
If you fast forward to that to just the coaching change with Ben coming in, was there a concern like, oh, well, I already connected over here, but now I gotta do it again? Did that keep you up at night at all?
I wouldn't say it kept me up. I mean, there's a lot of things that revolve around football that do keep me up at night, but like I said, it's too much to think about. I can't control that. All I can do is try to show up and convince this staff that I'm, as good as other people say I am as well. So that's basically just been the whole thing. Stay ready so I don't have to get ready, and try to just put my best foot forward and see where the chips fall from there.
From your first start versus the Raiders to where you are now, where do you feel like you've grown off the football field? Where do you feel like you've grown the most?
Off the football field, man. Yeah, I just think that, I went to college about 10 minutes away from where I grew up. So it really kind of still felt like high school. I really didn't have to depart from my family in a sense and, handle things on my own necessarily. In all honesty, it just feels like I've, become a man in a sense since I've been here, been out here on my own, family super far away. And really just been able to grow up and do what I love while doing it. So that's been the biggest thing I probably noticed, is just going from boyhood to manhood, I guess.
It seems like there's been a lot of attention taken to developing sort of this position and a temperament as a group. What have you seen come together under DA's watch that you?
Specifically lately, our rushing together as a unit has really come together really well.
Dennis talks about it's not what you call, but how you play. What's been the message that you guys have taken in regards to that?
Yeah, it's not necessarily, the defensive call that's going to win the down. It's really how you play it. You can make a mistake, but as long as you're going 100%, you always correct yourself, or you just disrupt the whole play as a whole.
He can still, Dennis has a reputation for being aggressive. How does he use stunts or twists, or what do you see schematically that he does that backs that reputation?
We're gonna bring pressure. It doesn't matter, where we are in the game situationally. If the pressure makes sense, we're gonna bring it.
Now that you have a full understanding of what you guys want to do defensively, how do you feel like you fit into that versus other systems you've been in?
I mean, honestly, it's the same. Just be a dominant nose guard. Whenever he calls my name, just go out there and dominate.
Were you guys able to get any sense of how Javon was doing after that?
After what?
Or he went after he got hurt?
He got hurt.
After missing games last year, do you sense the difference that you make in this defense?
Yeah, I do actually. I mean, especially, run game's always my job first and foremost, but also in the pass rush, I think I've been able to complement the defense.
How good does it feel to be back out there contributing?
It feels great, man. I haven't been out there since week 8 last year, so it's been a blessing.
You guys were pretty excited about your sack on the sideline the other day. Did you catch any of that on film, or just when you ran back over there?
Yeah, they're always happy when I get a sack, so it's always good when the big boy gets a sack.
You guys talk about how good this defense could be, tops in the division, and tops in any conversations like that around the room?
I think our goal, first of all, our goal is to be top 5 everything. Okay, if we top 5 everything, we're gonna win a lot of games, and ultimately, we want to be number 1. But our goal is to be top 5 in everything.
Did you add a little weight for this season because of the change in the scheme?
No, I didn't. I got a lot of muscle, actually. 20 pounds of muscle, but no.
Dennis had mentioned that going against Buffalo in the practice last week made you guys feel like we belong on the field with them. What kind of confidence did that give you guys facing Josh Allen, just even in those practice reps?
I mean, it's always good that your coordinator has confidence in you, but I think what he was really just telling us is like, look, no matter new coaching staff or whoever's on that field, if we're out there, we belong and play like it. Don't just come out, especially at a practice. You can go out there and be slow and just ready for the game. But we came out there and we practiced hard.
So after a padded practice, you stayed late, you were working with Jonathan Ford on different things. Why do you do that? Why do you feel like the need to do that? And did someone that do that for you when you were a young player too?
When I was a young player, no, I didn't get much of that. But as we're getting towards the end of preseason, a lot of guys, they just want to make sure they're doing everything the right way and make sure, they put good film out there, not only for us, the Bears, but also all the other teams out there. So, you ask me for, work on something, we can go and work. I have no problem with that.
Did not having someone help you, does that motivate you to help others? Does that have any connection at all?
Yes, yeah, it does. I mean, just going around the league and being on so many teams and working with so many other type of vets, I just show like, okay, let's actually help these guys. Don't just call it a day and go inside. Like these guys, they really want a job anywhere, so let's help them get it.
Can you tell that DA's been a head coach before? And if so,
Yeah, you can tell. You definitely can tell. He's not. How do I say? He's not He's consistent with everybody. Nobody's special, but he also doesn't care what you think. Like let's go out there and get it. If you think we're doing too much, okay, well go over there and do it. So this is what it is.
The way he carries himself in front of the room.
Oh yeah.
How do you describe that?
Confident for sure. Confident, and I think it's very different. He'll get into you, but also he'll let you know he has confidence and you're going out there doing the right thing. He just doesn't just leave it at like you messed up. It's like you messed up, but look, you've done it before, and he'll show you the tape of you doing it right. I was like, well, just keep doing that, really.
The top five thing, what are you seeing when you're out there that, or back on tape that gives you confidence you guys can get there?
First, the speed in which you're moving. After the ball's thrown, after the running back, if he breaks the line of scrimmage, we're all hustling there. And I think that's huge to be in top five. We see the takeaways that we produced. That's a part of it, and just third down defense, second down defense, it's coming together.
I know you focused on your side of it, but have you been able to see like the growing cohesiveness between the interior of the O-line?
Yeah.
Throughout camp?
Yeah, throughout camp, yes. Indeed, the communication pre-snap has gotten a lot better. Sometimes I don't even know what they're talking about. Usually, they're pointing, I'm going, like, no more of that, okay, for me, yeah.
I think it was last week after practice, they ended up doing one-on-one passing drills and you were played cornerback. I think you lined up against Jonah Jackson.
Yep.
When was the last time you were ever in that situation, if you've ever been in that situation, and what was going through your head during that thing, and how relieved were you when the ball hit the ground?
My thought was inside leverage. I didn't want him breaking in, catching an easy ball, and so he decided to run a go route. I was like, okay, you beat me off the line, but I'm gonna run at you and act like I'm about to hit you, so you're not gonna catch it. It was mental after that.
The top five thing, does that message come from DA? Does it come from Ben? Like, where did that originate, that kind of message?
I mean, it comes from DA, but we didn't walk in here and not want to be top five and everything either. We want to improve from where we were. We had number one defense and run. We want to keep that going. We want number one in pass. That's our goal. It's a goal you strive for every week. Just because it's what helps you win games.
I noticed Sunday is preseason still, but do you view going up against Kansas City's offensive starters as kind of the first true test for the first team defense?
Yeah. I mean, the first team, they went out there, got out there 3 and out. That still was a test too. Going out there and playing against. No matter who you're going against out there on that field game day, it's time to go. But definitely a lot more snaps this KC game. It's definitely gonna be a test of a long drive.
How badly did you guys want to get that shutout last week?
Bad.
What more do you need to get out of Friday's game? Is it just more snaps before you guys are ready for the regular season?
Yeah, for me, I definitely want more snaps. I want to test more of my technique. I want to, get a little bit more winded out there too, and just test it when I'm tired.